I'm Doug Bush.
And I'm Ty Murdoch.
And our principle is economic growth. The formula of economic growth is the rate of growth of per capita real GDP equals rate of growth in real GDP minus rate of growth of the population. So let's say we're trying to measure the economic growth. So we take the rate of growth in real GDP, let's say it's 10%. And we subtract that by the rate of growth of the population. Let's say it's 7%. So the economic growth rate would be 3% because 10 minus 7 equals 3. Alright, here's a good example for illustrating the economic growth. So I am a man, the population is 1, and let's say that this is GDP, okay? So per capita real GDP is going to be this per one person, so I get one pizza all to myself. It's going to be delicious.
Oh, what's up, man?
Oh, how you doing, Ty? What's up?
Dude, are you just eating lunch?
Oh yeah, I'm just having lunch, you know?
Can I have some pizza?
Oh, of course, of course.
Oh, sweet, man.
Wouldn't be happier than to share it with you.
Oh, sweet.
There you go. Alright, so now we have the same amount of pizza because the pizza is fixed, but now we have 2 people. So, per capita real GDP goes down and economic growth decreases.
So let's say, for example, as the population increases, our GDP also increases. So instead of this small pizza being our GDP, we now have this larger pizza as our GDP. So in our economy, our GDP per capita has gone up because now we have more pizza between the two of us. So we see how the population growth contributes to economic growth. When the population increased and I came, I contributed and brought more pizza than there originally was, increasing the amount of pizza per person or increasing the real GDP per capita.
Exactly. Let's say that another person comes in, so the population goes up, but this larger GDP is now what we have.
Oh, pretty good.
So now between the 3 of us, real GDP per capita has decreased because only the population has gone up. Money.
Yes, Mike, money. But perhaps everybody's not a pizza fan. Let's see if this example also works with Subway sandwiches.
So not all countries experience economic growth as the population increases. Some countries, such as Liberia and the Congo, actually had a decrease in their GDP per capita as the population increased.
For example, we have this Subway sandwich, and this is our GDP. The GDP is fixed. Between me and Ty, if we were to split this sandwich, we would only get half. Okay? Let's say the population increases though. Mike, would you like some of our sandwich?
Yes, yes.
Alright, so now between the 3 of us, we each get 1/3 of the sandwich instead of 1/2 of the sandwich. And GDP per capita decreases along with economic growth. So sometimes population growth stunts the economic growth. Let's say if only the population increases, but the amount of GDP, real GDP remains the same, then there is a decrease in economic growth. For example, when Mike came and he ate part of the Subway sandwich, he didn't contribute anything and he didn't bring any more sandwich. So, per person or per capita, the GDP decreased.
So not all countries are the same. Some countries experience economic growth and some countries experience a decrease in GDP. If the number of sandwiches, or real GDP, increases faster than the number of people, or the population, then the GDP per capita increases.
It's staring to your eyes, the time is slowing down, you smile.
Here is a list of some countries in which the economy grows and some in which the economy does not grow as population increases. Generally, if the percentage of real GDP increases at a faster rate than the population percentage increases, economic growth increases. If the percentage of the population increases faster than the percentage of real GDP, economic growth decreases.
Someone that feels right.